Hi you guys, it is Stephanie with Coffee Paper Scissors. Okay, I'm starting something I've been putting off for a while. I have made one of these in the past. It was before I had a channel, and I just kind of sat and figured it out on my own on what I wanted to do. And I mean, it didn't turn out great. There's a lot that I didn't understand when I first got started, and that things that I understand more now. That doesn't mean that what I'm about to do is going to be any better than the first try. So, okay, this is one of these things. This is a year, months, and it also has the alphabet over on the side, but I don't know. I might end up covering all that. I might not. I don't know. But we're going to make a journal of sorts out of this. I found it, the date on it is from last summer at a thrift store. I don't know if it really was, last summer that I purchased it, but that's the date. It was 69 cents. So if you find something like this at a thrift store, grab it, and maybe you will make one too. So this one, what I did was, I was looking at it thinking, where do I want to take this apart to make pockets? And it's hard to explain what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do. But just to begin with, my reasoning is these are going to be the journal cover part, this and this. So my first pocket is going to be here. Then I'm going to have a single page thingy, and then another pocket, and then another single page thing right in the center. I have no idea how this is going to turn out until I start going for it. So here I go, and I'm going to go for it. What I'm going to do first, and make sure that you guys are in screen real good. I want it close so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'll try and do some sideways stuff when it's standing up, because I realize it's not all the way in screen this way. Hopefully we'll make it work. I need a drink of water real quick. You guys, my water bottle is empty. All right. You see this thing here? This little bend? I am going to cut straight down that bend. I'm not sure how my cutting is going to work, so I'm just going to go for it and try it. I have an X-Acto knife, and I have a rather dull razor blade, but hopefully it is sharp enough to go through this. But first I'm going to try the X-Acto knife. And I'm going to go in between these two, okay? So my blade's going to go in between these two. And I'm going to see what happens. And you guys, my X-Acto knife isn't the sharpest thing in the world either. Yeah, it's not going through. Sorry if my head's in there. Okay, I think it's going through this time. Make sure you keep your fingers out of the way. All right, we did it. I hope this works, because I'm going for it now. Doing the same thing on this side. I'm just going to stick it in there, get it going. And then we're going to, so when we get to this point, it's not laying flat because there's like a fold down in here that is holding it together, and I want to cut that fold. So I think what I will do in order to cut that fold is use scissors, and I'm going to cut it at the angle that my scissors will go in on both of them. Just going to cut towards it like this. Other side. Angle cut it. And angle. All right, so now we're open. Now what? Good question. We're just going to keep going and, figure it out as we go. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. So again, I'm going to cut this right here, right in the center of the fold. don't worry, my fingers aren't in danger. I'm coming up, not towards myself, so it really is fine. Make sure I'm in the right one. Getting it started is the hardest thing, I think. Okay, so again, we're going to go down to the corner. I remember the first time I did this, there was a lot of just gluing and making things work. So, and I'm not sure that they're all made exactly the same. So we'll see. Now I've got them paper clipped together, so it shouldn't be too much of a mess. This one is going to be by itself. So we're going to, again, go straight into the fold and then up. The X-Acto knife is working really well, so that's good. And again, don't worry, my fingers aren't in danger. I'm just going up. I'm gonna get a different pair of scissors. I think these will go better, I think. Oh, that's the one I already did. But that's okay, it needed more cut, right? Well, gee, I don't know. I'm not sure this does work better. I thought it would. Let me get this side. It is gonna be fussy. So if this is something you guys decide to try and do, just know it's fussy. And I'm hoping, since I've been doing this kind of thing longer at this point, that this one turns out better than the first one. We'll see. Okay, so what do we have now? We have a pocket and a flap. And luckily this flap is attached to something. We're going to be gluing stuff down to... Yeah, I don't know. We're going to see. So now this is going to be another pocket. And at this point, if you don't want to see what I'm doing, you could always, you know, fast forward a little bit. I don't know how long this is going to take me. I think that what we'll do is, once we get them all cut apart and see how everything is laying, then we can glue things. And maybe even get rid of some things. I don't know, really. I really don't know. We'll see. This is one of the reasons why I've been putting this off, is because I don't know what I'm going to do, and I couldn't do it by myself and then be able to explain to you what I did. I knew I was just going to have to show you. Okay, so this is another single. Don't worry, my fingers aren't in danger. See how I'm going up? My fingers are over there. Sorry about my head, if it's there. I feel like it's going sideways. Oh yeah, it's going sideways. Let me go down. Let me see if I can go down. Oh, it's attached. And that's fine. We'll be able to fix everything. Oh my goodness, that one's going sideways too. Well, you guys, I really butchered this one, but you know, we'll figure it out. It's okay. So when I made this the first time, It was a gift from my husband. And like I said, it was when I first got started doing this, and he didn't know that I was making something for him. And I had just started spending, you know, time in a craft room by myself, away from him. He was so jealous, and I wanted to say, I am making a birthday present for you, but I was trying to make him a surprise. So I just let him be mad at me, and I'm serious, it took me weeks because, I don't know, I work slow. But yeah, he was so irritated with me. So then I was like, here, happy birthday. He loved it though. He really likes it still. He takes it out and looks at it sometimes. So, and I took it out the other day just to see what I did, to see if I was heading in the right direction with this one. And I don't know, we'll see. All right, one more single. Really is hard to get that first thing going. I think it's because that fold is in the way down there. Okay. Why doesn't it want to cut? I hope you guys can tell what I'm doing. And I mean, it really looks like a floppy mess right now, I know. It'll get better, I think, I hope. All right, last little bit to cut. All right, I'm gonna get the lid on this so I can stop scaring you guys. I think we're done with that. And it looks like it might need a little bit of a cut there. I hope I pushed start on my recording. Okay, look, this is like totally loose, but that's okay. We're gonna figure it all out. Let me look at my camera real quick. All right, we're 13 minutes in just chopping it up. Okay, so what do we have now? We have the flap, and we're gonna do it this way. So we could do it two ways. We could go like this, and it opens like this. Maybe this is the way I need to do it. Oh shoot, I already cut paper. I don't know. Okay, so this is going to be loose, and this is going to be a pocket. This is going to be loose. This is going to be a pocket. This is loose, a pocket, and then the back cover. I really need to make it so that this is the cover, don't I? Yeah. Oh well. Well, I'll figure that out. I don't think it's going to matter as far as where we glue. So this right here I'm going to leave it because it makes a nice finished edge. I didn't know for sure if I was going to, but I will. I do think I'm going to cut a little bit of it off though, because it's got like a rounded edge to it. I want to leave some. So now it's a little smoother right there for something to glue down onto. I'm going to just give it a little bit of a miter and then do the same thing over on this side. We'll go ahead and miter it first and then cut across to get that, trying to get that little lip off is what I'm doing, so that when I cover it with something, it's not in the way. I figure we'll just start cleaning it up in the easiest, most obvious places to do so. And I'm going to try and hurry because I think this could be a crazy long video if I don't. Okay. That's one side. Well, while we're doing it, let's go ahead and do this side too. It's the same idea. I am going to miter this. There's a little thing sticking out right here that I don't like. So let me try and cut that off. And then we'll miter this side and cut it down. I don't know if this is gonna make any difference at all, but just kind of keep that out of our way a little bit, hopefully. The further I go, the closer it wants to get to the edge. Remember, all of this will be covered, so if your cuts aren't straight, it's fine. Totally fine. I don't know why, but it's not wanting to stick. Art glitter glue sticks to everything. Might have, I got a tickle all of a sudden. It might have a little bit of wax on it or something. It looks a little shiny. Yeah, it's not wanting to stick. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do. It really does make more sense for it to open like this. Okay, so this will be the first pocket. And this actually is supposed to go inside of here. See, this is the part where I'm just not sure, and I've got to figure it out. I think that what I did, you guys, was I took more of it away, this stuff here, so that it would have more room to, what did I do? I think I did. Oh gosh, it's scary, but I think that's what I did. Okay, I'm gonna cut these out. I'm gonna try and be gentle, because this is, you know, it's gonna be how it works. So I don't want it falling apart. So if whatever you buy has this is what I'm doing next. And if I had another one, I would have done it first and shown you guys. But as it is, after the first one I made, I had been looking for one at a thrift store for a long time, and I just never ran across another one. So, yeah, it's got a lot of these things. Clean it up a little bit. I know that the first time I made it, when I showed my friend who, you know, got me into doing paper stuff, she was like, well, how did you do it? You know, kind of. And I was like, I don't know. I just kind of worked with it as I went. That's kind of what you have to do, I guess, is as you go, figure it out. And if I can't make it come together, then it'll just go in the trash, I guess. Do I need these? I might not need this at all if I put this here and glue it together. It might be what I do. That's gonna be what I do. It's bulk, it's not necessary. It even has a little perforated end on it. Well, that doesn't mean anything, does it? I say don't be afraid and just get in there and go for it. Talked to my mom this afternoon. If you guys were around last fall, I had to step away because my mom had fallen and hurt herself. And I went to live at her house for a while and help her out, help her get better. And she was telling me, you know, well, she's doing much better. And she today was telling me that she had just mowed the house. She had vacuumed the house. And so, yeah, she's doing so much better. I miss her so much, though. We spent so much time together that, you know, I got used to seeing her, and now I'm not seeing her. I'm going to glue this in, you guys, with a whole bunch of glue, apparently. I mean, it probably is going to take a lot of glue because of it seeming to have sort of a a shine to it. So you just want to make sure that when you glue it in, these little notches line up so it doesn't look, you know, messy, I guess. Okay, so I've glued the single one down. What am I going to do from there? Yikes, I don't know, because I need to do something with this. So this needs to be, so when you open it, it's a significant pocket. But it's not attached down there at the bottom. It's only attached here on the sides. So I need to get in there and glue those. I think I'm going to leave this loose. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is put glue just kind of, it's not going to be easy, you guys, but just kind of along the edge. And it doesn't have to even be all the way down, I don't think. Ooh, I got glue inside my pocket. Make sure you keep something nearby to clean up your mess, because I have a feeling you're going to make some. Okay, I'm just going to get more glue down in there so I can get both sides. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but there's glue on both sides right now, and I need to get it put together so it can dry. I need something really long to get in there and hold these together. And you know what I think that I'll do is, I think I'll do one more pocket and one more single flip, and then do the rest of them on my own so that the video isn't too long. And if you get confused, just, you know, go back and watch the first part again, you know, to see how I did it. But I'll give you one more glue together session, and I'll probably glue those down. Because otherwise, I mean, I kind of like the black, that thread, tape stuff. I kind of like that. So I think I'm going to leave that. All right, so we have this, a pocket, a flap, and then a pocket again. So let's glue the pocket first. So again, if you look down in there, see it's open. The only thing making it a pocket is that it's attached on the ends. So what I'm doing is putting glue along this edge here on both sides. And it's gluing down to one of these inside of the pocket, okay? So let me get the head of my glue cleaned off. And I'm trying to put kind of a small bead in there, but you know, it's not that easy. Especially since I can't see kind of what I'm doing. All right, there's one side. And I figure it's probably better to do both sides at once, so I'm not tearing the other side open as I go. All right, can you see that there's glue down in there? I think you can. All right. getting glue on the outside too. All right. That's good. So this right here is goofed up because of when I cut it wrong. So that's a bummer. So don't do that. I'm going to see if I can glue it back down to make it look pretty. I think I'll be able to. The glue is not totally dry yet, but it's getting there. Okay. Okay, so then one more time we're going to do this single. I'm going to do that off camera. So I need to open this up again. Oh, remember this is loose. That's fine. I want to take it loose and then take these things out. Okay, and the other side, same thing. So if you guys try this, just kind of do one little bit at a time and try not to get overwhelmed, because it's so flippy and flappy that it is kind of overwhelming. But if you just slowly tackle it, you'll be fine. It's just like any other journal project that we do. They kind of, well, for me anyway, they're daunting sometimes. So I think this is one of the daunting situations. I have seen these be like a grocery type, one. And so it would have kitchen, maybe words or pictures. And so it might be fun to do like a recipe journal kind. All right, and then we want to, what did we do? Oh, we pulled this off entirely on this. I remember. Okay, so let's pull this off. You see that perforation there, but it didn't tear. And I figure if I try really hard to make it tear, I'll tear straight across it and ruin it. So I figure I'm not going to do that. All right, so I just want to make sure that I get it going in the right direction so that the words or the abbreviations are showing where they're supposed to show. And I don't know, I might even cover those up and we might not see them anyway, but so again, you want to line it up. It's inside. Let me make sure it's inside the right. No, it isn't. Now it is. You want it inside of this valley. Again, line it up. All right, it's where it's supposed to be. I'm going to put glue here. And then let it fall open, I think. Ugh. Well, I'm going to get glue on it and then I'm going to do it again because this is just ridiculous. Let's just do it like this. How about this? That's a better way to do it. Get it sitting inside and then line it up. I need longer fingers. I can't reach to get the inside of it. Yeah, it's not drying fast at all. Okay. Well, I'm just going to show you real quick, and then I'm going to stop the video and finish it myself. So we have the flap, the pocket, the single, the pocket, and the single. And I am going to do the next pocket, single, pocket on my own. And then in the next video, we're going to cover the outside with something. All right, you guys, thank you for watching. I hope that this is interesting to you, and hopefully it turns out really cool. Bye, you guys.